Hi everyone, this is Aruna, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. In this video, we're going to see about the detailed concept about the array. So in this part, we're going to see about an array. An array is a collection of elements of the same type that are referred by the common name. Compared to the basic data type, that is integer or a float, it is an aggregate function, aggregate data type, or we can call it as a derived data type. So in this particular part, all the element of an array occupy the set of contiguous memory location. Why do we need an array? Let us consider the situation where we need to get 10 students of age and store it for some purpose. Since age is an integer type, we can store it like this, declaring 10 integer variable. Now, what if there are 20 students whose age we need to get? Then we should declare 20 integer variable. But the way it is very difficult to create a variable, manipulate them and to keep track of them. And we have a great solution to the problem. We use array concept. So what is an array? An array is a collection of variable of the same data type like the collection of integer or collection of character or collection of floating number, etc. But we can't group different data types in a same array. Like we cannot have integer, character, float together in the same collection. So an array is sometimes called as a homogeneous data type. So coming back to our issue, we have to get age of 10 students. So instead of creating 10 integer variable, we can just create an array of size 10. Array element are stored in sequential memory location here. Since the array of integer type, the first element will take 4 bytes from 1024 to 1027. The second element will take 4 bytes from 1028 to 1031 and so on. And the array index starts from 0 to 9 and not from 1 to 10. So to access first element, first student age, we can directly use index 0, that is age of 0. And to access the fifth student's age, we can use index of 4, that is age of 4. So generally to get nth element, we use index of n minus 1 and array of size n will have element that is from index 0 to n minus 1. So we can relate an apartment to this array. Say house is a data type, then apartment is an array of house. Similarly, we have to take the example like this so that we can consider the house is a data type. From this apartment, we are having a 3 houses. House of 0 is the first house. House of 1 is the second house. House of 3. So consider why we need to use an array. We have to consider the following issues. We have a list of 1000 students of marks of an integer type. If we want to use the basic data type integer, so how we can declare this thing? So it can be declared like from integer is my data type, student mark 0 is my variable name. I have to declare the variable up to 999 because our array size is starting from 0 to 999. So it is a list of 100 students. This is the way we have to declare if I want to simply using a variable. So to avoid this thing, we can imagine like because we have to declare, we can't able to declare the 1000 variables at the same time. So in this particular part only we are going for an array. So array is we can declare like this. This is very difficult. So in this way, instead of that, we can able to use integer student mark of 1000. So in this way, we can able to declare the 1000 students mark in a single variable. In this particular thing only, we are going for an array concept. For example, consider this one. Here, this is the index. How the data, so this is the index or subscript starting from 0 to 999. So this is a student marks. Each memory location, because array is a contiguous memory location, each memory location we can able to store our marks. That is 43, 70, 56, 81. So if we want to identify array of the, student mark of 0, what is the mark for the first students is 43. If I want to identify student mark of 3, the mark is 80, 81. What is the last student mark? That is 97. So by using the array name and their size, we can able to identify the what is the mark can be stored in that memory location. So it is very simplified way, and also we can use subscript or an index to identify the particular element where my particular data can be location stored in the memory. And also here, if we have an index of j, student of a mark of j would refer the jth element in the array of student mark. For example, student of 0 will refer the first element of the array. If by changing the values of j, we can able to refer the remaining element in an array. So array has a simplified our declaration, and the codes and manipulating of data is very much easier by using an array. So array can be classified into three types: one-dimensional, two-dimensional, and multi-dimensional. In this video, we're going to see only about the one-dimensional array. A single or a one-dimensional array declared has in the following terms. Here, array element data type along with the array name. So in the array name, we have to mention the size of a particular array. So this is nothing but a single name. We can able to store the multiple values. By using a single variable, we have to store the multiple values in a single variable. For that purpose only, we are going for a one-dimensional array. For example, we have to declare an array of 30 characters to construct people name. We have to declare, I'm going to use character. Character is my data type. C name is my array name. My size is a 30. So in this way, a particular array has been declared. So remaining, these are the some of the example how we can declare a one-dimensional array. So how we can initialize the value? So initialization is nothing but as some value is at time of declaration, some value is initialized to the array variable. That can be called it as a array initialization. Here how we can initialize means we have to give the type of an array name along with the size. In the curly braces, we have to list the values. For example, see here, integer int num of 7. I have to give the 7 value can be assigned to the variable of id num. So it can be given in the curly braces. We can also give the character. We can also give the string values. We can also give the double values, float values, everything. If we want to initialize by using a compile time, we have to give like this. If it is in a character, but definitely each and every character is enclosed with the single quotation. If it is a string, it can be enclosed with the double quotation. So the end of the string can be denoted by the null string, that is a /0. It represents the null string. It shows the compiler will know it reaches the end of the string. For that only we are defining in the null string. So this is the way the array can be initialized. Where and all we can use array means for sorting an element by using an array, searching an element in an array. So and also if I want to calculate the thing, because major thing is why we going for an array concept is if we want to store the multiple values in a single variable. In this case only we are going for an array. Thank you for watching my video.